on time, Ashita. Killing, huh? Okay, let's start. What are we doing? No, we are not going to wait for Neha. She doesn't come, she doesn't come. And it's already 6:35. 11:36. 11:36. Let's do some vocabulary. We are not in a good mood, you know. I want to do speaking. Went out things. Sometimes it happens, right? Yes. So become so anxiety. But it's okay, I can overcome it.
You have one now with Priya psychologist.
And she will say she will guide me. Who needs guidance?
Team guidance.
Okay. Which type of vocabulary shall we do? Give it physical appearance and personality. Neha wants this topic. Unit state of being, right? State of being क्या था ना? So let's talk about that only. Let's we will discuss about state of being only. And which type of state of being generally do you feel? You feel heavy or you feel restless? What type of state of being do you generally use? Feel, कितना feel करते हो? क्या feel करते हो? Mostly time restlessness. And why does it happen? Maybe because we think a lot about something or the other, right? So what do you generally think about?
Everything.
Like what? What irritates you the most?
Whatever happened, like my mistakes or so much mistake that I do in my life and everything.
Okay. And what about you? When you feel restless?
Priya J.
Priya J. Yes.
Most of the time I feel restless.
Most of the time you feel restless. And why? What do you think? Because it happens when you think. So what do you think when you become restless?
Some part of the time I'm thinking about the future or inside my life, this and all. Sometimes I'm thinking about my own mistake or I have done this mistake or someone's mistake. Thinking about someone else or myself. It's just all.
It's more like overthinking part. So you overthink and you land yourself in trouble. And what about you, Ashita? Most of the time you overthink and you become restless. And you?
It's depend on the day. When situations are not in my control or something happen which is which I don't want. So on that time I feel restless and most of the time I feel I have realized that I have a problem of overthinking about my career. Maybe which is good or but in ज़्यादा so
When I overthink,
maybe it's bad for me.
it becomes bad. Yes. When you overthink, it's not good for you. Okay. So restlessness, and then what happens? We get heavy.
Yes.
We start feeling. You're using the vocabulary. So we start feeling suffocated, claustrophobic. Right. So how do you overcome from this? How do you overcome from this?
Then I think about my career. So after that, I make a to-do list. I make a to-do list in which prioritize my prioritize make a list of priorities of my life or my career most of the time my sleep also because my mind
Because your mind needs some relaxation. Very good. So you sleep, you choose to sleep. Okay, what about you, Ashita? What do you do when you're hurt or it's constantly you're feeling suffocated? How do you overcome it? Loudly. When I am overthinking, you eat food. Oh, that is called stress eating. We don't say eat more food, you call it stress eating. Okay. Stress eating, eating junk food, eating sweets. So this happens when we are overthinking, when we are using our mind that way, we are getting stressed basically. We are getting hurt and it is, which word was this? You are feeling heavy on yourself. So at that time, in order to release that, unknowingly we are eating a lot, but that is known as stress eating. Okay, that is one of the functional depression also we say. Okay, and yes, you
overthink, I over-explain myself and I don't.
you over-explain yourself. Like I have seen many a times in the class also, she unnecessarily says things which is not required also. But I listen because I don't want you to stop. So you over-explain, yes, that is good. So why don't you stop that? Don't you realize you are over-explaining?
Because I don't want to express those feelings in some front of them. So I think if I speak more, then no one get to know about this.
No one will get to know about those things. And what about you?
it's different. If I'm stressed, I will eat more or I will eat nothing.
Okay, either you do stress eating or you don't eat anything.
for few days. Or I choose to be quiet and or talk to some friends who are like really close to me. Not about that topic about something bullshit, but that like relax me.
Which relaxes you. Yeah, it's better to talk about bullshit, Sari. Or better to talk about comedy things and just release your stress. Okay, good. That's also one of the good things only if you are in your control. Because sometimes we are not in our control. What about you? Do you think a lot? Do you overthink? Okay, so you don't have to overcome from any stress. Okay, but what do you yearn a lot? Yearning. Yearning matlab?
Desire, want that.
Yearning means when you are longing for something. So what are the things which you yearn for? Yearning. Unfulfilled desire. Like in the lockdown, best example, in lockdown we all were yearning for outside food. So what do you guys generally yearn for?
Going outside.
Going outside, but you can go outside.
With friends.
Outside with friends or alone.
Okay, so you yearn to go outside. Okay, and
Go outside with friends or attention.
what?
Attention. Like
Or
someone seek, give all attention.
so you seek for attention. So you yearn for attention. And what do you yearn for? Outside. Going outside. And what do you yearn for? Okay, going outside, solo trips and solo adventures maybe. Okay. What do you yearn for? yearn मतलब किस चीज़ की longing होती है? Sit there. Yes. To meet my friends. Okay. What do you yearn for? I am me. I yearn for
to be with my friends outside friends. I yearn for to trip with my friends.
Okay, solo trips with your friends. Basically going out, hanging out with your friends. Going on a trip and tours. Okay. What do you yearn for?
For my career.
You yearn for my career. You yearn for my career. For your career. Okay. So what, like become an air hostess? So you're yearning to become an air hostess.
Just gain the source of income. Like I just earn money.
So basically don't want to be an air hostess. Not exactly it
Like
is.
right now, I am focusing on that. But if I'm not become, then
If I couldn't pick up,
I have many different options. So,
you have
Main
like
motive
my
is
main,
on
the
doing.
main motive is money.
Yes, ma'am. I also I'm moving.
My motive is to travel the world. And yeah, I just told my parents that I want. My parents know he loves to eat, he loves to travel.
She,
Sorry,
it's okay.
she loves to eat and loves to go out. So they want me to do that because they want my dreams to go.
They want your dream to
You
come
will
true.
get a money and you will also travel a lot. They suggested.
So they suggested you that you want money and then you travel.
You travel also and you earn money also.
Thank God they didn't say first get married. Because Indian household everyone says like when we and I used to say I want to go, so first get married, then go with your husband.
Yeah,
Wherever you want to.
they say, but like they didn't let me to go outside like 12 till 12, but now they was like when you
So now you are an adult. As per them, now you are an adult grown up adult.
no, now also now I have to take
You will take this permission till your marriage. I think. Like there are certain people who become independent, but sometimes you need someone to be there.
After marriage, husband's permission.
Girls are always permission. And boys, they don't take permission, they just inform.
I'm just coming, wait.
Mama, I'm going. Where? When will you come? Don't know. And when a girl is going, where are you?
The room, my room.
When will you come? If you come after it, I will not open the door. So many restrictions a girl has to bear, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
And what about you? Sit properly. You go without informing or you inform your parents?
I inform my parents.
So whom do you inform? Mother or father?
Father,
What do you think? I'm going.
I'm going there.
Where are you going? Do you inform every details? सारी
Yes,
चीजें बताते हैं. Good. There are some boys like that as well. Okay. So what do you think about claustrophobic people? What kind of fear do they have? People who are suffering from claustrophobic.
like fear of closed place.
Fear of closed space. So why do you think this fear has emerged in them? Because of childhood trauma?
Because trauma.
Very
Something
good.
which happened in their past.
Something which has happened in their past or when they were young, they were a child. So what type of what type of trauma do you have?
My mother locked me in the washroom when I was a kid for a long period of time.
So you used to lock you in a washroom.
And my grandparents fight. Why have you did this?
Why did you do
Why
this?
did you do this? And then also,
So what would happen? Like what?
it's very. I have told you my mother take
Was it
medicine. No, she take medicines a lot. So
The medicine effects.
yeah, her body gets really heated and he gets anger.
Because when your body gets heated, you become angry.
And she take 20 medicines at one time, like in breakfast, lunch, dinner, and
2020.
Now she not taking.
Now she has reduced.
No taking.
She is not taking any. So she used to lock you in the washroom for
And
hours.
that's
How
why
old were you?
I got down from 5 to 10.
For 5 years you used to be locked. So that's why you were scared of it.
Yeah,
So friendship कर लेना था वो washroom से. You
Because
should have kept books or something great on that
because the
washroom.
light is also outside the washroom.
Okay, light. Achha, switch. The switch. So she used to switch off also. Oh my God.
And at that
that
time-
is a mental trauma.
And at that time, like when it was cold, winter, there is some little
Inside.
yeah snakes like that
Yeah,
kind of.
And
And they
bombs.
used
So I think that trauma has
and I had that's why I had problem like this that I can't.
You tell your mom because of that thing. You can't tell.
I can't tell my father
Your father. So
I-
does
I
your
can't-
father, does your father pacify you?
because she got hurt because that thing happens in not she didn't want to do that but
Intentionally, but not unintentionally. It
yeah
happened
so I
unintentionally.
don't tell her because
You don't blame her basically.
and I will not
past trauma which haunts you?
Past trauma, no, but yes, I have phobia, or you can say I am scared about those people who looking like a ruffian or
I also feel so scared when I see someone, right?
Yes.
You also feel scared? No. Good. Good for you. Okay.
Most of the things are going on in nowadays, so that's why I'm also scared about those type of things.
So that's why you're scared of those people because nowadays it's happening.
Yes, and most of the
Kolkata rape case.
and every day new cases are there. So that's
Think about us. Everyone is, I think, in the same boat. Yes, you?
Thalassophobia.
Okay. So tell everyone what that phobia is.
Basically the fear of sea and rivers.
Water phobia.
It connect to my childhood trauma. Like once I played with, like when my home is under construction, so basically a hole, they sorry ma'am, उसको क्या बोलते हैं, like जो जैसे underground
Basement.
होल पे, अरे वो टैंक पे भी गड्ढा जो खोदते हैं उसमें भी पानी भर देते हैं, I don't know.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, no?
Kind of.
A well, right?
Yeah, basically a well type, and we all friends and we all were play in that well, and after that my brother put me in that well, and
He threw you.
yeah,
Put me.
he
you.
threw me in that, and I got
Your brother is anyhow, man. I
One
got like your
minute.
brother.
Once my brother just
Yeah.
took an iron and put it like
My God.
and I was just processing the thing what happened. And it got
When I was in my childhood, no, it was hot, so I kept it. And I was like, अच्छा ये press करते हैं. I did it like this, and see वो बड़े होके see it has become like that. So I didn't see that. So I'm an iron girl. Iron woman, sorry. Yes, so what? So he threw you in the water in the well.
for till 2 minutes. I can't breathe.
Of course, you when you're you in the water, so you drown. You tend to drown. You don't sink. You drown water की तरफ जाकर.
Yes,
Then
and I just I was doing my hands, like shaking my hands. Someone like take me out like this, and after that, yeah, my brother just put my hand, and I was like, oh my God, I
he only
can't
picked you.
breathe.
He only picked you up. But your brother is not good. Your brother is not good. I don't like your brother.
And also I have another phobia, which is ophidiophobia, which fears of a snake.
But you dream snake.
But in reality, I scared of snake.
Somewhere in nearby area, there are snakes. Okay.
why are you
Huh? No, actually, when I was going, I think 15 days before I was going, so one niche person said, "Madam, समझ कि वो सांप है, मैंने saw it was a small snake." And I was like, in the middle of the road. I was seeing, is there any trees or something? Nothing was there. So I got scared. So thank God he told me. Otherwise, I would have stepped there only. What if he would have bitten me? You never know. Okay, so you have that fear, and what about you? Yes, you have told about your fear. You have any fear?
No.
Chill guy. I don't think so. Boys have any fear.
fear of father,
Only fear. Yes, ma'am.
fear of mother.
Fear of father. So your father beats you? Does your father beat you? Good. Men should get beaten first because otherwise maybe if you want to off track. I don't know about you. Which type of fear do you have?
I relate to one yes, water fear because
Aquaphobia. I also say aquaphobia.
aquaphobia. Because when I was 2, I just fell into the bucket, and when my mom took me out, I was not breathing. So I had water phobia. Like, not that I will be near the I will have a phobia. See, fear, but the thing is, I can't close my eyes in cold water.
You cannot close your
Eyes
eyes
in
in
cold
cold
water.
water.
Like I will be staring here and there. I'm not used to cold water. Since childhood I am taking hot water.
But in
Either in summers also. Summers or
Summer.
so if cold water comes, then what do you do?
I just my eyes get open and I just away from that water.
Then you geyser on the other side. Okay, and other than this?
I also get to like lock.
If you were locked in your childhood,
There was a store in like Jima and it used to have many users and all, and my mom used to lock me down in the washroom till the age of 8. I used to
for
get
how many hours?
like half an hour. So and we used to try and it was
Me or you?
like I know sometimes my sister also used to get locked, but my sister probably the same as me. But I used to cry like so much that my neighbors used to ask what you have done. And my mom used to tell that I just locked my room. And why? Because I got less marks or something like that. Because of that she used to lock me.
My daughter is good. She is very good in English. Spoken English is very good. Okay, Hindi is very bad.
Because man, she is not good.
And but her written English is not that good. Spoken English is very good. So out of 30, she got 18 marks. I know she knows about the concept. And for me. Okay, anyone else? Yes.
I'm busy that
When you are occupied. Okay. Next is, how do you say this? In other words.
got it.
Got it. And I get the picture. I get the picture and I get the picture and all the
Yeah, this is
we are on the same page. Very good. Comprehend. Are you comprehending? Are you like that from the washroom? Meanwhile, just like it. Someone is using. Okay, so
No,
where were
ma'am.
we?
Washroom is occupied.
Someone is using the loo.
What?
Loo. Loo means washroom. I said this.
This is not advanced.
Because I want you guys to be in advance. Because you are here for that. I don't want you to take any, simple basic wala chhod do. Bhul jao. See, this is for you only. You are here for that. Right? So someone is in the loo, that's why I have to come. Occupy. Okay, so when are the time when you get the picture and when are the time when you don't get the picture?
Number 12. And then
What type of something?
any kind of like if they told me anything, so I was like, okay, but I didn't get the picture.
Okay, you don't want to get the picture also maybe. Okay, when is the time when you don't get the picture?
Want to be a listener.
You want to be a?
Yeah. Listener for something.
Okay, and?
But my point is about my topic that on that time I don't get the answer.
Okay, at that time you don't get the picture. Okay, and what else? Who else will tell me? Ria? Where are the times when you don't get the picture?
Every time.
With everyone.
Yes.
Yes, Yash, when are the times when you don't get the picture? So come on.
When his clothes was doing something wrong.
Come on, you have to speak. When are you petrified?
Scared, terrified.
हाँ, petrified भी हम बोल सकते हैं, ठीक है? And when are you puzzled? What do you mean by puzzled?
Confused.
Perplexed भी बोल सकते हैं. Nothing like that. Okay, so instead of saying he is stupid, because most of the time people say that, no, using these words, you can say he is clueless. Instead of saying he is stupid, you can say he is clueless. Stop using these words, because this way, it doesn't give a good picture of yours. Show them that you are smart. Okay, so instead of saying he is stupid, you can say he is clueless. So he was clueless about it. Okay, so another time when you feel there are people who are clueless. When are the time when you get to realize that people are clueless, stupid? So instead of saying that they are stupid, you say they are. I think he's clueless, so it sounds good. अगर हम हिंदी में पागल हो गए होते हैं और वही इंग्लिश में बोलेंगे are you lost, are you gone? So see, it's such a huge difference, it creates. Stop doing that. Okay, so have you seen anyone? Do you want to narrate an incident where a person was clueless, was acting bizarre, absurd? What do you mean by absurd? I have told you, no? Absurd, illogical, meaningless. A person behaving in an absurd way. And what the type? Want to say anything? Anyone can say. See, badness कुछ नहीं होगा. Use those words. Then only you will be able to, remember, recall it. I'm not able to remember की जगह you can also say, ma'am, I cannot recall it. है ना? And ma'am, I don't know. I can't recall. Use good words. Yes, come on. Array, speak up.
A few days ago, Ria is just watching a
Ria was
watching a picture and I suggested her to see this movie and it was on Netflix. So I gave her my Netflix password and yesterday she was saying that isn't it good to see? Isn't it good to log in your password? And I was like, are you clueless?
Okay, so which series did you recommend her? Dopati. How is it? What is the story about? It's about
Twins. About violence.
It's about violence. You like violence?
I get traumatized, so I want her to be traumatized.
Oh my God. That's a bad influence.
Real meaning of friendship.
Real meaning of friendship. Okay. And anything else you want to say? Okay. Petrified, glad we have done many times. Just you have to use synonyms. Okay. Anything else? Follow. When are the times when you are excited? Excited को हम बोल देते हैं pumped. So when are the times when you get pumped?
When I go for shopping.
Okay, shopping and they go hand in hand.
And my father's beauty talk.
So you get pumped. So he gets Saturday, Sunday off or
Only
Mondays? What does he do?
at airport transfer.
Okay, that's a very big job, right?
We do night shift.
He does night shift, so he's at home in the morning time.
And now also he is
He's not at home, so he must be somewhere.
He's with his best friend in canteen.
Which canteen? In airport canteen?
I think in Rampur
In
Army canteen.
Army canteen.
because their company is in army, so they got us whatever they want with their
Army,
car.
of course.
With
Army
their
men
car.
they get everything in half price.
Yes.
So today I make the lesson 1 rupees.
So what all did you ask? What all the grocery cards or
No, like kid part, like biscuit and syrup and like Maggie and the thing. Whatever you get, whatever you see good, just bring it.
okay, so over there it's half the rate.
Yes.
So if Maggie is 0.50, how much do you pay?
8 rupees, 7
No.
Only
Like 6 265 MRP packet is only for 30
35.
Yeah, 32.
And the
Because I have
conflict.
3 cards of 10.
You have?
My father, brother, my father have 2 cards.
And
Okay, so you have that card here, so you use here.
No, there's no need to use.
my grandfather also has that card.
And I think hospital and all services also you can
get
avail.
you get in free or
In 0 rupees.
Yes.
Like if you have very serious disease, you can just go and you just enjoy all the treatment.
Amenities
Yeah, amenities
and
and
treatment
0 cost.
at 0 cost, and the hospitals are good.
Except beauty related. Like if we go for any surgery with related to plastic surgery or anything, so you have to pay for it, otherwise you got free treatment.
there are advantages.
Shut up. It's a good thing.
I'm now pumped to go home and see what but the
If you are come, so anyone can go, or you just have to have a card.
so
Only then.
the uncle only takes my father because the only friend he has is my father and my father has only friends with me.
So that's why your father enjoys all everything.
Yeah, because in his house his wife is on him, so
He has done a case on him.
yeah,
Which
on
type?
a
Molestation.
Molestation.
because she wants that
Property.
property, but she wants uncle to don't do military things and army, so the army people just give them retirement.
So he gave
Before
him a
time.
tire. So you do
Because
DRS.
auntie say very bad about them in government.
That's
I think she just wanted to lose his job.
And now
because
he's
if
doing
you do any
another
kind of
job.
molestation in government officers, so yeah.
And for no reason, because she wants all the property, but uncle was like, I will give you. He smartly just gave all the property to her.
Mother.
But now he didn't live at that house. He's now living at Gurgaon and come here for his week and live.
Weekends.
Okay, he lives with you guys.
Yeah, just came our house and lived with their father, but some came to our house.
And he leaves. See, these kind of things also happen. In India, it's very common.
So and for some years that time, just want my father to don't be with him. So their friendship was break for like 5 to 6 years.
Because your aunt did not want him to be friends with your father. Why?
She didn't want uncle to be friend with anyone, so he can share anything with
He
anyone.
cannot share. So that women was toxic. So they are still in marriage or they separated?
Their uncle wants to be separated, but she didn't signing the paper.
She's not signing the
Because she
yeah,
wants
she's
any
not.
money.
So anyhow, he has to give any money. So she's living with him only or separated?
Uncle leave that house where she lives.
So he doesn't go there. So he's living here and there.
And uncle saved my father's name in different with different names. So anyhow she doesn't do that. They are still in contact.
That auntie is quite cool.
Very toxic friend.
And what about you guys? When do you get pumped? Bhavna? Yash?
I'm pumping to that my fun and joy with guidance come.
You get ready also. And you?
Sorry, I thank him.
Sorry. It can game also counts. And fun and frolic weddings is also there. No fun and frolic. There's a happy go lucky there. Yes. When do you get pumped?
When me and my friend go to the fire,
When your friend and you are going to
eat more.
eat momo. किसके साथ जा रही हो आज? नीना? You're not going with her? किसके साथ गई थी मोमो खाने?
Last he went with us.
With them? You enjoyed? Good.
Last with me. Momo.
This, why are you talking about that?
No, you guys Yash, when were you pumped?
Every day.
No ma'am, when I go hometown and meet my mother and father and
Very good.
friends.
At that time you get pumped. It's, living alone is also not a good thing. And what about you, Priya?
When I'm home alone.
So when you are home alone, at that time you are pumped. Okay. Oh, home alone. Okay. Next is relax. What do you say? I am relaxed.
I'm cool.
I'm at ease. You can write it down. I am relaxed. You can write I am at ease. So when are you guys at ease? E-A-S-E. Yes. When are the times when you are at ease?
When I got a good sleep.
When you get a
Good sleep.
when you get a good sleep, then you are at ease.
When I saw a nature, I feel
What beauty of nature.
So you are at
Their
ease.
peace.
Prevails. Okay.
When I eat something.
When you eat something, so you are a foodie.
Yeah.
You should start a food blog.
Okay. You cook, I'll eat and then we review.
No, she should go to the restaurant, give the review, and make sure that everyone is well aware of what she's doing. So you are a vegetarian, right? Non-vegetarian? Complete vegetarian.
Since childhood.
And you?
When I eat,
When you eat,
I like relax.
okay, when you eat, you are relaxed. Biryani. है ना? You love biryani. I think everyone over here is vegetarian, right? You are non-vegetarian. And you? Vegetarian. Everyone is vegetarian except triangle. I am also non-vegetarian. I eat both. Okay, so tell me which one is good? Vegetarian is good or non-vegetarian? Vegetarian. Okay, being a non-veg, you like vegetarians. Most of the time you eat veg or non-veg? Okay. Why?
in my home, my dad and my brother eat non-veg.
And you also eat non-veg.
Sometimes, but I don't like most non-veg.
So you are more into shahi paneer.
But in wedding, I eat biryani.
Yeah, biryani is tasty.
My father makes veg biryani because I don't eat non.
Otherwise, everyone else eats
My
non-veg.
mother and my grandmother don't eat. Men of the house eat, women of the house don't.
Why it's like that? Men eat and women don't.
No, my grandmother also eating in her past, my mother, me, and but we left somehow
Because male is oppressed.
Male dominating society.
because we get into religious things.
Yes.
And male men won't.
My father said, I won't let do whatever you want to do.
I won't leave.
I won't leave, do whatever you want. My mother and my grandmother said, get out of the house.
Yeah, they don't allow. They don't encourage.
So we say go at terrace, there is we made of mud and then cook there, wash your utensils, put there in order and then came down, then
Then
brush,
down.
then brush and then sleep.
But it is in the stomach.
Yeah.
But we wanted hygiene because we eat the chapati we eat is always made up at terrace.
Okay, you make chapati.
My grandmother made
Chapati. अच्छी फिल्म बनाती हूँ ये तो मुझे की chapati is very nice and tasty.
because she is a non-veg, she was like, I make it at the terrace, you make the veggies and
Haryani people are very good in food items. They have very good taste. And what about you guys? You also make on chulha or on gas stove?
Most of the time, yes, but when our relatives are get together, on that time we use chulha.
So then you use Vindika chulha. So it's convenient at that time.
No, ma'am, it's a choice because my grandmother
They like
It saves less. Basically, the
But
main
it
thing.
creates
pollution.
pollution. But it creates pollution.
no, ma'am.
Yeah. you are burning the wood, right?
No, ma'am,
Powder.
Cow dung cake. Okay. So that doesn't create a pollution.
And I think it's good for like air. It kills bacteria and another thing like it.
And
Mosquitoes.
kill the mosquito.
Mosquitoes and basically it's good.
And what about you? तो गाँव में बनती होगी ना इसके?
No, ma'am.
Advanced blades.
Too advanced. Because in villages now also they are with their roots. And he has been born and brought up there only, I
In
guess.
winter, we all demanded bajra, bajre ki roti, makki ki roti.
Bajri ki roti is very tough, it's not soft.
It's your choice how to use.
It's like a biscuit type.
Like my mother like in a biscuit type, my father like the soft. So I also like soft. Must
If you
be
like
by
soft,
the choice.
It's no. If you like soft, just put some ghee on it. Like, and if you want like
But
dry
ghee
or
is-
biscuit,
ghee is
type,
necessary.
you just eat it.
He's necessary on both hard
After
and
1.5
soft.
hours.
But winters का delicacy is वो बाजरे की रोटी पकावा साग क्या तो
Sabji and sabji dal is
it's very tasty. But in winter
I'll
it is
invite
No,
you
ma'am, the
to
main
make
thing is of
it.
winter is makka di roti and sarson ka saag. Like in my home,
This is Punjabi famous.
yes,
Yes,
Winter roti and sarson का साग.
In Bihar.
In Bihar लिट्टी चोखा. लिट्टी चोखा is
Bihar
आलू का भरता है. लिट्टी is brinjal or आलू?
brinjal.
Brinjal, aloo, tomato.
I like it. But I like aloo ka bharta. The veg roti, I like it. Mashed potatoes with some spices. Just change the name in English. Yes, you were saying something. You like litti chokha.
Yes, ma'am.
It is a speciality of
Devaria,
comfort
Devaria
food.
people.
Yeah, it's a comfort food. But dal chawal, achar
Best.
is the best comfort food.
Dal,
And
chawal,
arhar ki dal and chawal and with papad also.
India's national food dal chawal.
So I put a papad, I put dal and chawal and I it's like enjoying like a monaco biscuit. What is your comfort food? And fritters. In winter. Oh sorry, in winter. इतनी जोर से बोल रही हो कि सुना नहीं दे रहा है. I thought big fritters. Okay. Any other thing? Let's just discuss every back.
When do you want to go? With me or alone? How I know? I gave up. Just stay and then I'll just take the last classes.
रिया तब तो जागरूक में जाएगी. कोई नहीं, शॉपिंग पे चलेंगे सब लोग. छोड़ तो जागरूक में.
चल रहा है सब्जी बीच में
आजकल